Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, oh, it's tough. It's tough. Guys, it is, as a lot of the area in the Midwest right now is under this extreme heat advisory. My dumb butt has been outside working in it for the past 2 days straight. It is currently, right now, 116 degrees Fahrenheit heat index. And I started early. I started this morning before the sun came up over the trees over here. And for the past 2 days, it has just been work here on the ridge. Today I'm out here trying to concrete saw my block foundation. And you gotta remember, my block foundation has rebar down in it and also is filled with concrete, right? The blocks are filled with concrete. And the reason I'm having to concrete saw them is because I forgot to put the HVAC pass-through in. I need to do a 16-inch down, 40-inch wide, and that's 2.5 blocks by 2 blocks, basically. And I've been cutting it out. But that's not the worst part, guys. At the very worst opportune time, lost power. Yeah. Now, I got the Ridge Crib air conditioner going pretty much 24/7. I mean, even at nighttime, it's not getting. It's still in the high 70s, low 80s, and the heat, the humidity is just unbearable. Matter of fact, no Coke Zero here. Matter of fact, I'm not even drinking bottled water. I'm drinking well water from the Ridge. Because I can't keep enough of the bottled water up here. I mean, who has time to spend money on bottled water? I buy a case of like 48 bottled water, and when I'm working outside like today, I'll go through 48 in a day, or at least a day and a half. And I try to go back and forth between Gatorade and water, because I don't want to get too much Gatorade because the sugar and but I need the electrolytes and the salts and stuff. So I get the lower calorie Gatorade, not the 0 calorie, but the lower calorie. And oh my gosh, so I've been straight well watering it now. It tastes better than bottled water. I'll tell you, my Ridge water tastes good. It's clean. Oh, so good. But I mean, yeah, seriously, 24 to 36 bottles of water just constantly, I probably didn't drink 48 in a day, but plus mixing with the Gatorade. So I can probably do a case of Gatorade and a case of water in 2 days. Yeah, it runs out pretty quickly. But so I was working all day yesterday out here in the sun. And that's one of the bad things about having solar is I cleared 2 acres of trees so I could have solar as soon as the sun comes up and then solar all the way until the sun goes down in the evening. I mean, I got tons of trees around me. I got 30.5 acres, right? Tons of trees, but none provide shade around the build site because I needed it for solar. So it's just so yes, yesterday I was working outside all day, and towards the end of the evening, I wanted to relax a little bit, right? Sun was starting to go down. It was still super, super hot. And Grandma Carol called, said she was actually going to make some venison. She thawed out some of my buck loin backstrap and cut it up into cubes, marinated it, and was going to have corn on the cob and venison. And I was like, "Ooh, that sounds good." If I can relax a little bit before eating, come back in the Ridge crib, cool down, take a cold shower, get cleaned off. Oh my gosh, guys, you can't even see how dirty I am. I mean, I am covered in concrete dust right now. But I've been using the wet saw so it keeps the dust down. I did have a mask on whenever I did have dust, but I got the water all straightened out. But yeah, I got done with the work late afternoon and took a shower. And Grandma Carol said she was going to cook that, and power went out. and I got a text from Grandma Carol saying, I don't have any power. And I facetiously said, well, I got power. I'm off grid. If I'm losing power, we got problems. And she said, yeah, I don't have any power. I said, well, did you pull it up on the Chickasaw Electric website? And sure enough, a couple mile radius around us, no power. I actually jumped on the side-by-side and drove around to see if I could see any issues. And I didn't see any issues because it wasn't like a widespread power outage. It was just for about a mile or two. But she said no power and no idea of when it's coming back. Well, I said, well, I got power. She said, well, I was getting ready to cook all this food, and now I can't cook any of it. I said, well, I got power. I can cook it up here. So I got dried off and everything. You know, I just got out of the shower and was trying to relax. Drove down to Grandma Carol's. I got the corn on the cob, and I got the steak. She had it marinating in a dish. So I came up here, and since we were ready to eat, I didn't use the charcoal grill. I got the Oklahoma Joe gas grill going. You know, my Oklahoma Joe has a smoker, a charcoal grill, and a gas grill. It's a combination grill. So I turned on the gas, got it to sear temperature, threw the chunks of venison on there, stuck the corn on the cob in the microwave. You know, I have a microwave in the Ridge crib. My solar was kicking butt and taking name. I'm talking when that sun comes up and the batteries are, you know, need to be recharged. You know, I don't even get full sun before the batteries get charged. I think today I saw 13,000 watts coming in. And when I first commissioned it, I saw 16,000 watts because it was later in the day and the batteries are low. But now, before the sun even gets directly over the solar panels, my batteries are already fully charged, which yeah, it's great. Now, once I get the house with the more loads and stuff, but right now I got a mini split in the power shed. I've got a refrigerator in the power shed. I've got a refrigerator in the Ridge crib. I got the air conditioner in the Ridge crib. And of course, I've got, you know, power tools and lights and stuff like that. So it's actually, I'm pulling 3,000 watts a lot, often. But yeah, so the solar works great. So I heated up the corn and hummingbirds. I got tons of hummingbirds still coming through. I heated up the corn. I threw the meat on the grill, and that didn't take long at all to sear that. I just put it in there, came in, put the corn in the microwave, came back out, flipped it. Came in, took it off, and it was done. Drove down to Grandma Carol's, and we ate in no lights and no air conditioning at Grandma Carol's. You know, in my kitchen table or my dinette in the Ridge crib, I've got it set up as a desk and office. So I rearranged to if we had company over or something. So I just went down there, and her air conditioner kept that log home stays cool pretty well, even with no air conditioner going for a considerable amount of time. Yeah, so we ate the food in the dark. I mean, it wasn't quite dark. There was still some sunlight, you know, evening sunlight coming in. Ate it. It was delicious. So thank you, Grandma Carol, for prepping that up for me. And I got back, got back up here, and laid down for a little bit, talked to David from Come On Homesteading and Meredith. And Grandma Carol said, power's back. I said, well, good deal. I never lost power. Oh, being off grid, that definitely has some advantages. You know, when storms come through and everything, as long as my solar is as well built as it is and I don't have any major issues, I do have redundancy. So if I do have one inverter go down, I've got two more. And the batteries, I got two separate banks of batteries. So if I had issues, I could isolate. So unless I have a catastrophic event, I'm going to have power. I may have it down for a little bit as I switch over, but I will have power. Oh, guys, this concrete is totally whipping my butt. To put insult to injury, I was kneeling down. I had knee pads on. I mean, look how muddy the knee pads are. I had knee pads on. I was kneeling down, and I'm using a wet saw, so it's putting water out, and I have all this, you know, gray concrete ash I mean, it's not dust because it's wet, but mud. There you go. And I also, ow. I look down, well, I got this giant 16-inch concrete saw that weighs 40 pounds. I'm holding it up, and I got into fire ants. The water coming out of the saw had got down on the ground, and the fire ants said, "Whoa, what's up with this?" And they all start coming out, and I got fire ants all over my ankles. And that wasn't even the worst part. Well, actually, that was pretty bad. I went in the Ridge crib and took my dirty Crocs off before I went inside, and there was a wasp on the floor in the bathroom, and I'm barefoot. I stepped on the wasp, and it stung me. Fire ant bites, wasp sting in the foot. Yeah. And oh my gosh, just the heat and everything else. But I'm making progress. I hope to have by the end of this week all the prep work done for the foundation. That is the concrete cutout for the HVAC. Got to put lintel and all that stuff. And the water line ran and connected and tested and buried back up. I want to bury the solar conduit finally if it cannot rain. Right now it's almost dry. Almost. I mean, I can't drive on right where the trench is because it's still wet and the tractor would sink. But I think I can bucket over it with the gravel and stuff. It'll probably be all right. So I want to get all that covered up. So water, HVAC, get the foundation prep done. I'd like to get that done this week, and that way next week, when I come back from Meredith, I can start on the termite shield. Termite shield should go fairly quickly. I do have a couple issues. All my metal bands coming up. I think I've got an idea, because putting the termite shield with all those metal bands is going to be kind of a pain. But I do have an idea. And I looked at my plans. They're not even required, but I got them in there. They're in the concrete, and I'll use them as sill plate supports. Sill plate straps. But they're not put in properly for that. But yeah, termite shield. And then once the termite shield's done, guys, first wood should be installed on the off-grid barn house. I would like to be putting wood on, or at least getting the wood out and everything by the end of the week next week. And then hopefully the foundation the subfloor goes smoothly. I've never done it before. I'll learn as I go. I got to do a 40-foot long 3 2x12 girder. 2 of those. We'll see how building that goes. I've been watching some YouTube, doing some research on how to get all this done properly. So yeah, I'm excited about having water to the barn house, getting the HVAC pass-through done. I did contact the HVAC guy to come out and give me a quote, so hopefully I'll have that information, how much that's going to cost. Yeah, it's going. It just when you have to work 30 minutes, take a 10-minute water break, work 30 minutes, take a 10-minute water break, work 30 minutes, but yeah, you start hearing your heartbeat between your ears, thump, 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 thump. You're like, oh boy. And then actually today, I took a break to go eat lunch at Grandma Carol's, and I started getting nauseous on the way to Grandma Carol's. That's before I ate. So I ate light. I didn't eat too much. Again, just water. But yeah, I started getting a little nauseous. I did not throw up though. And you definitely hitting high levels of heat stress, you start throwing up. And hearing that heartbeat in your ear is definitely a sign. But things are going well, man. Things are going well. Everything is working perfectly. Knock on wood. Hopefully it stays that way. And I'm making pretty good progress. So the solar is done, and I know a lot of you are happy with that. And now the off-grid barn house build is taking place. So, whew, gosh. All right, I can't ramble any longer. I got to take a few more minutes water break and get back in. I got to knock this wall down. So, guys, love every single one of you. If you like today's video, give it a big old thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out. And guys, thanks also for joining us on the premiere yesterday for the Come On 360 Solar Project. I got some really good feedback on that. So I'll be out there again helping David finish that project up over the course of the summer and fall as well. So, guys, until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woo! Oh, boy. It's crazy hot.